All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where we defy tyranny. It is January 30th, 2024, and market's kind of whipsawed a little bit today. Interestingly enough, kind of a rejection sort of thing. And what I think is going on is sort of a Wyckoff distribution pattern, probably. I mean, it didn't get whipsawed too bad, but it did go up to 44,000, somewhere close to that, and now we're kind of going back down. And just things were getting kind of exciting there, and I feel like we're probably going to range in this area. Maybe even do like, if we're lucky, we'll come back down, do a head and shoulders, then come up and then break up into February into March. And maybe that's when we have our big drop. Big drop down, maybe to 36, something like that. It's one possible scenario. I think that would be interesting. But everyone was getting real kind of like caught up, like as if something was going to happen today, and like nothing happened. Ethereum did talk. There was some talk about Ethereum ETFs. I noticed. We can check and see. Terraform Labs says bankruptcy will aid appeal. DYDX to unlock 33 million tokens. That's not good. That's probably going to need to sell off. I don't care about Shiba. Solana network activity surges as crypto traders turn bullish on Sol. There was an airdrop, or will be an airdrop, on Solana through the Jupiter. I think the Jupiter trading app, something like that. SEC asked to toss debt box suit after court threatened sanctions. Not sure what that is. Debt box. Skybridge Capital founder predicts Skybridge. I think that's one of the guys I watch. I forget his name. Bitcoin price could hit 170,000. My targets have been about 100 to 120, possibly up to like 150,000. I think anything going up to like 200,000, it's just even playing with fire. Like, I don't know if that's going to happen. Ethereum surges 8%. Take the path of wealth. Bitfury, VanEck says, they all seem to be the ones running right now. Obviously, Solana, Manta, Tau. Is that BitTensor? I don't really know a lot about that. It's out of my specialty. Rose went back up. That's cool. Rose is a cool project. One of my holds. I'm really pretty impressed that a lot of the coins that I've been, accumulating / talking about are coins that have really kind of kept going. Render's doing good, 482. Yeah, I think it's ripping today. We got Arbitrum, Theta, Matic. Matic seems to be doing some good things here. Let's see. Kava, Injective. Injective is on the Cosmos ecosystem. ICP, still like a really good deal, I think, right now in the current range. Graph, let's see. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to bull up just yet. I think we're going to get another retest of like 41 or 42 before really kind of, if we're going to go up, then I think we're going to get a retest down. But on the weekly, I made a post this weekend, and what made me get a little bit more bullish was this close. Basically, we're getting a bump and run pattern off of this falling wedge, which the target of the falling wedge pattern is the top, so back to 48. And maybe that's when we get a pullback, or maybe go up a little bit more to 50, 51, 52, then fall and start rising from there. But I think we're going to basically be ranging with Bitcoin. I think right now altcoins are going to be the talk of the town. While Bitcoin ranges, that's usually when altcoins start ripping. So, and we're seeing that with the bubbles. I mean, these are all altcoins, and some are brand new, some are pretty new. Like Helium brand, that's pretty interesting. I'm glad I hold some of that. I actually mine it, but it's not a very. I have an old miner. You want to get the 5G. Helium is off the Solana ecosystem, so that will probably be a good token to possess. Not financial advice, by the way. And feel free to click the like, hit subscribe, leave a comment below. Any questions, comments, any suggestions? I'd love to have them. Some interaction on the channel. I'd like to try to get 100 subscribers before the Bitcoin conference, which I think is in April in Nashville, April or May usually. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Polka Dot, rolling along pretty good there. What else we got? H bar is in a real. I mean, some of these coins are still so cheap. They're so cheap. I mean, H bar at its top, I think, was 70 or 80 cents. I mean, we're still very early. Let's take a look at some of the alternative charts. Oh, real quick. XRP, looking tasty right now. Looking very tasty. If we could hold this this trend that I drew, that'd be awesome. I think XRP could really do well coming up. That might be the next little narrative, or kind of a Bitcoin. It might be the next crypto narrative for a bit, because about a year ago is when XRP got out of the case and then ripped, and that's what started the whole bull market. So it kind of makes sense to me that XRP would rip again. Okay, so weekly total market cap, still kind of high up here. This looks a little. I haven't looked at this chart before, really, at least on the RSI. And I think we're closer to this bull market in 2016, 2017. So I could see us kind of falling a little bit further down. I don't think we'll be staying up here very much, but that's hard to say. But it looks a little bit top heavy there. Like, we probably want a little more consolidation, and probably I could see we breaking this range and coming down to here to our breakout zone at 1.3 trillion. That makes sense to me. Of course, that might not happen. It could happen on the larger scale if this was a giant bull flag. If you watch my channel, actually, it looks like a diamond reversal. We'll come back to that. I don't want it to be a diamond. But if this is a bull flag, we'll just do the candle closes, sort of. Come back to this. I like to draw these things. They're more fun that way. So our breakout, the flagpole really kind of started down here. You could be conservative and start it here or this area. I think it started here. So, all right, we take this back to the flag right there. Breakout takes us back to 2.67 trillion, basically to the top level. And that might take a little longer to play out. So we'll dot that one down. The more conservative one, which will probably be the closer, more near-term target. We'll go with the breakout here. And target of 2.2 trillion. That'd be pretty impressive. But if this is a pattern, if this is a diamond reversal, that would take us back down, I think, 1.25 trillion or 1.3. All right, it could be forming kind of a head and shoulders pattern, which would be very, very bad if that would fall down here. And then I don't think that's happening. I'm not going to entertain that idea. It'd be depressing too. Same with total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin. Now, it actually looks a lot like 2016, 2017, like we're right here. Now, we're actually at that level to where we would reverse. Looking at the previous support lines. Interesting. So this may have bottomed. I kind of think we might go down a little lower though, because it's a similar chart as the other one. So I feel like another come down and retest down to 670 billion. That's total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And yeah, to me, I just feel like everything needs to pull back just a little bit more, but it might not. It might just go sideways for a while. It's hard to know exactly, right? Yeah. It's going to be interesting. And Zillico's one of my holds. We really want to hold this level 18 cents. If that breaks, we're going to be heading back down to the 15 or 0.15. It's not 15 cents, 0.15 cents. And we might get another test of the lows. So it's good to have a little dry powder just in case we get that. Cardano consolidating. We got our retest of the base, so I feel like Cardano's looking pretty good. Looking good for another push up. Atom. Okay, we want to hold this. If we fall, we're going to fall to $7 again. CRO token starting to pop back up. I feel like we may have already got our bounce down. It went down to 7 cents. That was probably the retest we needed. I don't know when was that. Yeah, that was probably it. So CRO token's probably off to the races here soon. Crypto.com, and also the product Crypto.com commercials from the Super Bowl. It's good to think about the Super Bowl narrative. That also might affect Chili's, any kind of sports tokens, gambling tokens, maybe any ecosystem like that. Will probably be the narrative in a couple weeks. It's 2 weeks out, so something to think about. And there'll probably be a lot of Crypto.com, Coinbase, Super Bowl ads, all that stuff. It's going to be huge, I think. So that's what you want to keep an eye on. Dot, hell yeah. Polkadot, looking pretty good. Consolidating. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty bullish. It's just I think today was kind of like a fake out, and maybe we'll get a little more consolidation, a little bit more pullback. I don't know how ugly it could get really ugly, but I don't know how much really. If you're looking at Bitcoin, I've talked about it a fair amount, but we can come all the way down to 31K, and it could happen quick. We would probably stop at 38, then to 35, 34 in here, and on down to 30. So just be aware of those zones, but it kind of looks right now with the shorter time, the daily, looks like we want to come back up to 48 and have a retest. And that might be a Super Bowl thing. I could see that, and then we get a pullback for a few weeks again. That could be something that happens until mid-March, April. I could see that. I could see like mid-February down to through March could be kind of red, consolidation in red. I mean, so far, January was pretty much just sideways, right? Yeah, I mean, pretty much all of January was sideways. So, it's something to think about. Near protocol, stacking this one, stacking. Top of $21. It's basically a 10x to its all-time high. From there, probably 10x, 20x. I don't know if I can project it. Have I not done any projections on this? Yeah, I really haven't done any. I've only done some zoning on it. So, let's do a little thing on near protocol, a little bit of a fun exercise. So, I'll take it from, October 20th, just this all-time high. Let's just see. All right, it says 31, 3,000% from its all-time high. Okay. So let's say or from its bear market low. This is very conservative. But just if it repeats that, it just basically goes sideways and doesn't really get much adoption next cycle. I mean, you're probably looking at $31. That's still over a 10x. So that's very near doesn't. That's like the bare minimum if crypto goes, because like as Bitcoin and the other cryptos are adopted, all the other cryptos are going to follow. They're going to increase in value to some degree. They might not go all-time high. They might go a little bit less. And they might even just die eventually. But during the bull market, they're going to start pumping most of the time. And NEAR is a pretty big protocol. So worst case scenario is like $31, $32 probably. Now, I don't really know how. I can't really do much TA beyond that, just because. I don't think I can really do a whole lot there. I might be able to use the Fibonacci. Went to from its bear market low. Maybe you might be able to take this and extrapolate it. It gives you a target of like $40. That's very that doesn't do anyone any good. But I want to jump off here actually and get some food. But thanks for stopping by. And if anything crazy happens tomorrow, I'll check back in. All right, peace.